Welcome to another edition of Our City. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. First of all, I want to thank Director Oscar Ocasio for filling in for me last 2 weeks. And on Monday, March 30th at 7 o'clock, I'll attend the 5th Ward Neighborhood Block Watch meeting. The meeting will be held at St. John's Church, located at 183 6th Street. 5th Ward residents in that neighborhood should attend these important meetings and they can discuss anything of their neighborhood concerns. On Tuesday, March 31st at 7 o'clock, the dedication ceremony of Dr. Antonia Pantoja School, number 27. The school is located at 505-517 Morris Avenue. I think that's Dr. Antonia Pantoja in Elizabeth. For more information, call 436-5138. And on Wednesday, April 1st at 7 o'clock, a First Ward Neighborhood Block Watch meeting. This meeting is at Club Cachet, located at 153 3rd Street, and residents of the First Ward in that neighborhood are encouraged to participate. On Thursday, April 2nd, Councilman William Gallman and other members of the neighborhood in the 5th Ward will have another Block Watch meeting at the Siloam Hope Presbyterian Church, located on Spring Street. Residents of the 5th Ward are invited to discuss their concerns in that neighborhood as well. The 3rd Ward Neighborhood Block Watch meeting is at 7 o'clock at the Epworth Methodist Church, located on the corner of McGee Avenue and Stiles Street. That will also be on the same evening, Thursday, April 2nd. On Saturday, April 4th at 9:30, the Department of Recreation will host their annual Easter egg hunt. This event will take place in Carteret Park, located at Elmore Avenue and Vine Street. It will feature free candy, prizes. Please bring your own Easter basket or bag and camera if you'd like to take pictures with the Easter Bunny. Also at 12 o'clock that day, the Recreation Department's other Easter egg hunt will be at Kellogg Park on North Avenue and Madison Avenue. For more information on either of these events, please call the Recreation Department at 820-4222. Also that afternoon, the Elizabethport Little League will have their opening day ceremony for their 2009 baseball season. I'll march with the other participants in the parade. It will start at School 1 and conclude at the Ira Powell Memorial Field. Also, there's a dedication of the Bethlehem Judah Christian Fellowship that afternoon at 1 o'clock at 83 Galloping Hill Road in Elizabeth. For more information, please contact 351-2523. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 820-4124. And for the first part of this evening's show, I'm pleased to be joined by Jonathan Phillips, who is the Executive Director of Groundwork Elizabeth. Jonathan, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Mayor.
You know, the last time we spoke and we saw you on the show, we were discussing the newly opened Apple Tree Park. And in the Star Ledger magazine, I don't know if you saw it, they have a magazine comes out every couple of weeks. They had a picture of Brendan Byrne on the cover. And they were talking about going green, and they did a story about the city of Elizabeth and other cities, and Apple Tree Park was one of the reasons the city of Elizabeth was ranked the top 50 by Popular Science as greenest cities in America. So what's new with Groundworks Elizabeth?
Well, we are a green organization, and spring is coming. It's going to be a green spring. So we're doing a lot of things. Number one, we're continuing to work with the city and the county on the River Trail project. It's going a little slow because of archaeological problems, but that'll be resolved. And within about a month or two, we're going to have some art put on the fence right where the trail is going to be. We'll invite you. I'm sure you'll be a keynote speaker at that event. Also, the county will be invited, and the public will be invited also. We're continuing to work with our City Elizabeth program, where students, actually up to 1,000 high school students are involved in this, where they actually get a chance to look at the environment, vacant land, polluted land, derelict land as we call it in Groundwork, and envision what they'd like to see it become. And they're going to be sharing that with us also and giving a presentation to the public. We're also working with the Department of Public Works to update the Trinitas Triangle Gateway Park. It's a little tiny triangle on Pearl Street. Really beautiful there. We're also working with the county, many nonprofits, and with Annette Quijano, our legislator, to do some community gardens around Elizabeth. And as you may not know, Michelle Obama is actually going to convert part of the White House lawn into a community garden.
It was in the paper last week, and she was out there with a rake and shovel digging up the dirt along with some students from a nearby school. That's great stuff.
Isn't that cool? However, I found out she's going to also put a beehive there, so her kids are a little scared of that, but she's getting very back to nature there.
Well, the beehive helps, right? Pollinate the flowers.
Yeah, for sure. It's great.
Any more board members on Groundwork Elizabeth?
Yeah, we've got some people that are pretty well known in the community. Marcy Metz, I know you know Marcy pretty well, from the Chamber of Commerce and from BJ&M Auto. You got Ken Richuso from the Rotary Club and Cindy Coppa from Master Gardeners joining us.
Good. And Jonathan, the future plans of Groundworks. I mean, we've had some successes. What's the future look like?
Well, we're going back to a summer program that was very successful called Summer of Service. We did it last summer with Jefferson Park Ministries, United Way, the Summer of Service New Jersey Council, and that allowed us to bring in about 20 students with Jefferson Park, do an educational program, and to do community service. We also visited a couple of national parks, and if everything goes well, we'll be able to do that again, and perhaps partner with the National Park Service in offering students or young adults from 18 to 24 in Elizabeth the opportunity to go to national parks on a daily basis with paid transportation.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. And so the Summer of Service program, have we done it here before?
We have done it last year. It was very successful.
Is that when the kids come in with the Bill Clinton program?
That was the AmeriCorps. However, you're right, because it's an AmeriCorps associated program. So we did get 5 AmeriCorps slots filled from various locations within the state, and they come here for the summer. Yeah.
So it's an AmeriCorps affiliated project.
Definitely.
And you recently went to Washington, and I know I've written some letters to other mayors. There was a meeting of cities with groundwork organizations in their communities.
Yeah, we feel that we do a lot of good work here in Elizabeth, and what people may not know about Groundwork is it's a national program. There's 21 cities involved in the Groundwork program. Thank you very much. You wrote letters to each mayor and each community advising them that it would be to our benefit to have a letter of support telling them how much Groundwork means to them in their cities. We brought those letters with us to Washington. We actually reserved a room at the Cannon office building. You probably know all these things because you've been to Washington a lot. But
Joseph Cannon was a former Speaker of the House.
Okay, excellent. Didn't know that.
In the early 1900s and or the late 1800s, and when they built that office building, it was named after him as the former Speaker of the House.
Great. Well, we had a chance to make a presentation in front of a number of congressional staff and some federal agencies about our program. We actually are, in a sense, lobbying for federal dollars because we feel that with more money, we could do more for people. But we are very cost effective in these difficult times. For every $1 federal dollar we use, we're able to leverage $25 other dollars for our projects.
And that's been done not only in our city, but elsewhere in the country.
Definitely. Yeah.
Now, Groundwork is an organization that started in England, right?
Correct.
And tell us a little about how that got over those small little ponds.
Okay. The National Park Service Rivers and Trails Assistance Program studied it under advisement, went over to England, liked it, brought it back, put it in 3 pilot communities in New England, and the purpose of Groundwork was actually to get the public sector, the private sector, and the community together to solve problems, to restore the urban environment. And again, it was successful in those 3 communities. And actually, the city of Elizabeth had to make application in 2001 to have a Groundwork facility in here, and we actually passed the test. It's not easy to get one.
And Jonathan, what happened in the nation's capital? I mean, what do you think the outcome's going to be? I've gone there enough to know that you need to start on a process, and it takes a little while to get it done.
Yeah, we believe that's going to be the case. Also, I was able to lobby some of our senators and congressmen when I was there that day. And like you said, it's going to be a long process. We even have a bill drawn up already because we're partnering with an organization called Revitalizing Older Cities, the task force, which you may know about also. Mm-hmm.